Hello everyone. So today we're gonna learn about verbs. Okay, I gave you a small introduction to verbs in the last class, as I remember, but today we're gonna learn verbs from a different point of view, different perspective. All right. Now, what are verbs? A verb is a word that expresses a physical action, a mental action, a state of being. Okay. For example, to swim, to write, to climb are all physical action. To think, to guess, to consider are all mental action. Okay? And to be, to exist, or to appear are all a state of being. Alright? A state of being might become a little tough for you to understand, but we'll cover up a few examples as well for you to understand it in a better way. Okay? Now, verbs expressing physical actions. She sells pegs and lucky heather. Okay. The word sells here is a verb. Okay. What kind of activity does it express? Physical activity. Okay. The doctor wrote the prescription. The word wrote is very much the verb of the sentence and it expresses physical activity again. Allison bought a ticket. Okay, the word bought is a verb. Again, it expresses activity to buy. Correct? Now, verbs expressing mental actions. She considers the job done. The word considers here is a verb. Okay, it expresses mental activity. Okay, Peter guessed the right number. Guessed here is a mental activity. A verb expressing mental activity. I thought the same thing. The word thought. Okay, again, mental activity to think. Moving ahead, verbs expressing a state of being. A small but extremely important group of verbs do not express any activity at all. They express a state of being. Okay. The most important verb in this group is the verb to be. Okay. Verb to be. For example, I have put a table here in front of you and I want you to go through this table. We'll do more examples at the end, like I said. So this table will help you understand verbs in a better way. Verbs expressing a state of being in particular. Now, I have these few examples of to be form. Okay. Edwina is the largest elephant in this area. The word is a verb from the verb to be. Okay. Like we saw here. Right? It was a joke. The word was is a verb from the verb to be. Okay. I am. The word I am. The word am is a verb from to be form. Okay. Now, I hope the to be form is clear to you. Like I said, go through this table and you'll very much understand the to be form. Now, active and passive voice. Again, we discussed a few points about active and passive voice in our last class. But today I'm getting this topic again to understand it in depth. Okay. Now, what is a voice of a verb? Active and passive, let's forget this. What is a voice of a verb? The voice of a verb expresses whether the subject in the sentence has performed or received the action. For example, the watchman opens the door. The door is opened by the watchman. Okay. Now, active voice, when an action performed by the subject is expressed by the verb, it is an active voice. For example, hens lay eggs. Birds build nests. Okay. Coming to passive voice, when the action expressed by the verb is received by the subject, it is called passive voice. For example, eggs are laid by hens. Nests are built by birds. This is basically it. This is active and passive voice. Okay. Now, here I have given you 5 examples. Okay. And I consider them quite difficult to understand. So I would want you to put on your mind in these 5 sentences and figure out their answers. All right. We'll meet in the next class again. By then, I want you to do this exercise. I want you to go through this very table. Okay, very important. And yeah, this is basically it. We'll meet again in tomorrow's class, and I will give you the answers, not just now but later. Okay, let's just go through all the portion first and then do exercises. Correct. So we shall meet in next class. Thank you. Stay safe.